time ever doing stand-up in front of everyone. So if you don't laugh at the jokes, laugh at my cold sore, okay? Laugh at my I always played video games growing up. I had the consoles growing up. My mom spoiled me because I'm white, I don't know. And growing up, I always said to my mom, I'm never gonna touch weed, I'm never gonna get high, because like all my friends were like, you should play video games while you get high. And I never did it, and then I went to college. Holy shit. I mean, the second I walked in, I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay sober, and I'm gonna just fucking go through this shit. And then I walk in, and my 6'8" Australian roommate just goes, there's 4 parties. We're fucking going to all of them. And I went to all of them. Right? And I did. And it's crazy, you know, when you play video games while high, it's like some next level shit. It's like you've never experienced anything like it. I'm playing GTA, my friend walks in, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm stopping at a red light. And to him, it looks weird, right? I was thinking about it the other day, about how aggressively basic men's deodorant sounds. Like, you walk into, like, you go shopping for perfume for women, and it's like, oh, flower of garden, oh, shower of happiness. I walk into like a cologne store, there's like a heavy metal song playing in the background, and I look at like one of the deodorants, and it's just like, fucking sweat! I'm ready for the next Old Spice to be called fucking bears and shit, you know? I love this. First time doing stand-up, it feels a lot like the first time having sex, you know? It's your first time, so they're easier on you, you know? And at the end of it, we all have a good laugh about it, right? And they'd all be talking about like all the cool places they went. My friends would be like, oh, I went to New York, I went to Washington, you know? I went to a fucking lake, like, you know? And I'm like 8 years old, I'm like, Dad, what do I do? And he's like, I don't fucking know, but just do it, you know? And I'm like, do what? And he's like, yeah, that's it, you know? Like, that was it, that was my childhood. So I have hemophilia. If you don't know what that is, it's a pussy disability. My blood doesn't work, you know? And so my friend, he goes, hey, I want to do a science project on you. I go, great, what's it on? He goes, I want it to be on you, and I want it to be on your hemophilia. No, he says, I just want it to be on you. And he goes, what do you have? And I go, hemophilia, and then he just walks away. And I'm like, I swear, God, I hope he does his research, because like this could go so terribly wrong. And it did. And so he's not the smartest person. So the teacher goes up to the smart board and he presses the power button, and on the screen it reads, Liam Anima and the Wondrous World of Homophobia. And it says at the bottom, my key inspiration for this presentation, Liam Anima. And everyone's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy, I don't know. Yeah. I have epilepsy as well, I know, fun combination. Not only does my blood not work, but when I don't get enough sleep, I look like a fish on land. So, 2 for 2. And my friend, we're having a chat the other day, and they go, aren't you scared of like having a seizure while driving? I'm like, no. They're like, why? And I go, because like someone looks over and my head looks like And like other, like the driver's probably like, dude, the guy's getting the best fucking head of his life. I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were talking about some serious shit. We were talking about politics, and she goes, "You should always talk about something, even if you're not involved, because silence is compliance." And my first thought was, "Fuck! Thank God we didn't learn that in sex ed." A whole new word on that, you know, whole new spin. And my final joke for you tonight is the other night I was out at the rodeo, and we, you know, because the staff went as a whole, and so I remember my friend was talking to this chick, and so my douchebag instincts kick in, and I go, "Let's go try and talk to this chick." So I go up to her, and we start talking, and out of nowhere I just go, "I really want to make out with someone," and she just goes, "I do too," and I'm like, "Fuck, it's that easy?" Really? And she looks at me, dead in the eyes, and I was never expecting this. She goes, "Who, what, where, when, and why?" And my first thought is like, I fucking graduated. Like, this is not an English class. Right? And she just keeps going. She goes, "Who, what, where, when, why?" And I'm so confused. So I just fucking go and I make out with her. And she pulls back and she asks who, and I'm like, "I'm not fucking making out with my English professor, okay? I'm just gonna go. Thank you."